Namaskar students. In this lecture we will discuss determination of bounds for interpolation error. The interpolation error for two data points x0 and x1 is given something like this. Now here we need to identify the bound for this f double dash z. So we want to find out the bounds for f double dash x, suppose in the interval x0 x1 which is given over here. That is, we want to find mod of f double dash x is less or equal to, let us say, m2, and for x belongs to x0 comma x1. If this is there, then what we can do, if under this condition, then what we can do, we know that here only I am modifying, even fx can be written as fx minus p1x, or simply px we write. If nothing is written, it is assumed as 1. So fx minus px. Now taking magnitude both the sides, we can have this kind of expression. And this we can write, because we have assumed this is less or equal to m2, and so this we can write this is less or equal to 1 by 2, and the maximum of x0 less or equal to x less or equal to x1, and the magnitude will go over here, x minus x0, x minus x1, and f double dash j. So this can be written something like this. So in the next step we have assumed this as your m2. So in the next step the things will remain as it is, but this will be changed to, this is the mod and this will be your m2. Let us name it some equation number. Let us name it as star, equation number star. Now hold on this one, and next let wx is equal to, we are supposing, x minus x0 and x minus x1. This thing we are supposing as wx, a function. So from this, if you want to find out wx something like this, so w dash x we are going to differentiate. So here we can find x minus x1 plus x minus x0. After differentiating this wx, we can get w dash x something like this. Now setting this w dash x to 0, we can find out the critical point of this wx, and simplifying, finally what we are going to get, we will get the critical point as x is equal to x0 plus x1 by 2. x0 plus x1 by 2 we will get by setting w dash x equal to 0. Therefore, our aim is to find out the maximum value of this, so that we can get the amount of maximum error in the interpolating function. So, the maximum value of this absolute function, so the maximum value of this mod of x minus x0, x minus x1, the maximum value of this will occur at the point, that critical point, x is equal to x0 plus x1 by 2, and that equation star, in the light of that, will become what? We have to substitute this value of x over here and here, and try to simplify that. After simplifying it, we will get something like this: mod of fx minus px is less or equal to 1 by 8 x1 minus x0 whole square, and that m2 will be there. So this is the structure for the bound on the error. Means here this equation represents how to construct a table of values for the function fx for equally spaced nodal point. If you are going to take, suppose the nodal point you are going to take as xi is equal to a plus ih. This what I am talking about. Suppose you are taking the point x0 and after that x1. Now what should be the gap between the two from x0? Suppose you started from 2. What should be the gap after for getting the second nodal point? So if you want to identify some experiment you are going to plan, at what interval you are going to note down the data, so that error finally in the interpolating polynomial should be as less as possible. So to identify that, we can take the help of this kind of equation. So how we can take? So for this is xi is equal to a plus I. H we are going to take for I equal to 0, 1, 2 dot n. Suppose n, for n we are talking about, so h will be equal to, h will from here h will be equal to b minus a by n. B is what? End point. That is, suppose if you have n points x0 to xn, then this will be xn minus x0 by n. If you have only 2 points, then b will be equal to x1, a will be equal to x0, so x1 minus x0, and then n will be equal to 1 in that case, because we have only one data point in between. So h is equal to b minus a by n. But in this case the point will be such that we will not be able to find out unequally spaced point. Here if you are using this kind of thing, then this will generate equally spaced data points. So this might be helpful from in advance. If you are knowing the amount of error you can tolerate, then you can fix it from here, and then you identify the h, and beforehand, before doing the experiment, so that interpolating nodes can be computed likewise. So in this case, in our case here, suppose if we are discussing, so h is equal to b minus a by n is coming, so that the maximum absolute truncation error using linear interpolation px in our case is less than the given tolerance. Tolerance means we have to fix some point. Epsilon, suppose we are fixing, means this much we can tolerate. If it is beyond that, means the algorithm is not good, we cannot tolerate, right? So this epsilon greater than 0, it can be like 0.00005 or 0.00001, like that, anything it can be. It depends on the problem ki how much error you can tolerate in that. So in our case, what is happening over here, if we are writing that, so x minus x1 minus x0, b minus a, n is 1. So this will be equal to h, and if you are substituting this to the equation which is just now obtained, so from that we can have h by 8 and the maximum of a less or equal to x less or equal to b, and mod of f double dash x should be less or equal to epsilon, should be less or equal to epsilon. So this epsilon we will identify first, and we will fix it. This much amount of error we can tolerate, and from that we can identify this h. So if h is known, so accordingly we can adjust our first point. This is the starting point, and we can with the help of this add x to this and get the second point, and then further points can be obtained. So this will give an idea that after obtaining the data something like this, whatever interpolation technique we will apply, that will have only that amount of error. So this is one of the important aspect for the calculation of the data. Let us see one question in this line. So here this is the question. So let us see here. One question given is using the data sine 0.1 is this was given, and sine 0.2 is this. So we have to find an approximate value of sine 0.15 by Lagrange interpolation, and finally we have to obtain a bound on the truncation error. Bound on the truncation error we need to find it. So here we have two problems. One is to find the approximate value of this. So let us tabulate whatever information is given. So x we are supposing 0.1 and 0.2 and denote x naught x1, and fx the value are given. So here two data point is given, n plus 1 is 2, so n equal to 1. If we are going to have a Lagrange interpolative polynomial, it will have the degree at most 1, and we know the formula for that. So this is the formula, already we have seen many times. And from this, if once we have obtained this polynomial, we have been asked to find out sine 0.15. So 0.15 lie in between 0.1 and 0.2. So it is well posed interpolation problem. So in this we can substitute both sides 0.15 and compute it using the calculator. We get this value. Now let us see the truncation error that we have derived. So the formula for the truncation error for this kind of problem, the formula is 1 by 2 x minus x naught x minus x1 f double dash j. So as per the given problem, we have substituted whatever the values will have been given. Now here this jar is lying between 0.1 and 0.2. This is A and B. These are the values given. Only two values were given. So we need to find out the maximum value of this. The maximum value of this mod of minus sign j for j lying between in this interval will become sine 0.2. Because at this point it will have the maximum value. So this can be again can be computed from the calculator, or it is sine 0.2 is given to us also, that we can use it, right? So we can taking the magnitude both the sides and putting x is equal to 0.15, the x for which we are interested in. So we substituted both the sides and the maximum value of this, simplified and obtained something like this. So the magnitude of error in this kind of problem is 0.00025. This is the maximum error that can be obtained, that can be there, that we have to cope up with if we are using this interpolation formula. Now another aspect is that if we have to determine the step size h that we were talking about, that can be used in the tabulation of fx is equal to sin x in the interval 1, 3, suppose it is there. So that is the linear interpolation, so that the linear interpolation will be correct to 4 decimal places after rounding. Okay, so here what is given, we are very much interested in getting the values, but we are more than that, whatever problem we are dealing with, we are very much interested in that after rounding up, the interpolation should be correct up to 4 decimal places. Means when we are comparing with the exact value up to 4 decimal places, it should match. So how to find out the step size h? So that we want to do in advance, so that we can have the idea of the collection of the data before doing the experiment. So here fx is equal to sin x, we find f dash, we find f double dash. The maximum of a less or equal to x less or equal to b mod f double dash x. So substituted f double dash x over here, and this value, this maximum value, we are going to get as 1. Maximum value will be equal to 1. So the formula that the error formula, the bound formula that we are going to take, so this was h square by 8. So this should be less or equal to epsilon in that. So here we have been asked that up to 4 decimal places. So epsilon we can take any value which can be just, it should match up to 4 decimal places. After that any value we can take. So here this value we have taken. Okay. So after simplifying this, the h can be less or equal to 0.02. So this value of step size would be 0.02. Means if you want to start with 1, then the another for computing another, it should be 1.02. Then next again 0.02 should be added. But here the disadvantage is that here if you are identifying this, so with the help of this you must have to obtain the equally spaced data points. For unequal space this won't work. So thank you.